So I'm here to talk about the application Photo Shoot List for the iPhone. Photo Shoot List is designed for photographers to keep track of the shoots that they're going to be doing and shots they would like to get for those shoots. The shoots could be a place you're going to visit, or an event such as a wedding, bar mitzvah, or a studio shoot. So you can keep a list of the shots that you would like to get. So when the first screen comes up is the shoots list. And I have 4 shoots here listed: Arches National Park, which I'm going to be visiting coming up, a wedding, a Mother's Day shoot, and shots to shoot someday, kind of my bucket list of shots I would like to get. Clicking on one of those will show you the actual shots I want to do. So for the Mother's Day shoot, it's going to be 3 boys, and these are some sample shots that I might like to get. So some funny shot like that, have them sitting. I want some individual headshots. Now, during the shoot, as I go along and take these shots, I can click the checkbox there, and it will actually remove them for the list and put them down here in the completed list down at the bottom. Okay. If I want to redo this shoot, I can just say uncheck all, and it'll put them all back into the list. Okay. I can also view these if I turn into portrait or landscape mode like this. I can just swipe through all the various shots and then go back to portrait mode to get the list. Now, if I want to add a new shot, a new shoot list, I click on the plus sign up here. So I have a trip coming up to Paris. So I'm going to add a couple shots that I've seen online that I would like to make sure to get while I'm there in Paris. So I'm going to give it a title, Paris. All right, and the date, it's coming up in a couple months, so we'll say there. I have to click the scheduled there. And click done there. Now if I click on the Paris list here, it shows me an empty list. By clicking on the plus sign down here, I can now add shots to that. I can add the shots from, add a new shot, either from my camera or from my camera roll. Copy from a template, which I'll talk about a little later, or copy from another shoot. So if I wanted to copy it from that maternity, or from the Mother's Day shoot, I could do that. So I'm going to add a photo and go to the Paris folder here. And this one here, this is a sample of a photo I saw online of Notre Dame. So I'd like to get the gargoyle up there, so I'm going to type in Notre Dame. Okay. Now there's also a place where I could add notes, such as what lens to use, time of day, any other pertinent information. I'm just going to leave that blank. I'm going to add another one here. Shot. This one is going to be this right here. Funny Eiffel Tower shot. So my kids would get a kick out of that. So let's add that. Eiffel Tower, funny shot, and see if I can spell Eiffel right there. All right, so say done. So it adds those to my list. So I can go back to my shoots. There's my Paris shot, and the ones I just added, and I could continue adding more shots. I can also, let's say I have a maternity shoot that's coming up. So I'm going to go here. I'm going to say maternity. Oops. Maternity. And for this one, I want to use a template. So if I click template and say, I have these are pre-programmed lists. These are lists I've already created that I want to use over and over again. So I do a lot of weddings and I want to have a list of all the shots I would typically do. I also do a lot of maternity shoots. So I have a template for the maternity shoots. So by clicking on maternity shoot here and saying done and then done, it's going to add the maternity shoot here into my shoot list. And if I click on it, it's going to be preloaded with the shots that I would like to get. Now I can add to it, or I can edit it, delete some of them. Like I don't want to do this this one down here, hand on the belly. So I'll delete that one. I can also change the order in which I'm going to do them. Okay. So very straightforward. When I'm in the shoot list, I can sort this by name, date, location. So see which ones I have coming up by date, or I can go back to name. Now, there's a button down here for templates. This is where I would actually do my editing of templates to create a new one. I can also, if I click the store button, there are pre-programmed lists that are available on the store. Right now we have two. San Francisco, so if we click on that, it is 20 shots that you must get shots when in San Francisco. So the Golden Gate Bridge, Coit Tower, the cable cars. Also have one for a pinup shoot. I do a lot of pinup photography. So this is 17 shots. It shows various pinup poses and talks about the props that you might want to use. So those are for purchase on the store. You don't have to use those. You could also just create your own templates here. All right. Little setting icon here. This allows you to turn on and off the sound effects. It does a little shutter sound when you do the checkbox on the to-do list. Or you can also add locations. So here's a few that already exist, but if you have places you tend to go to a lot, you can add them to the location list. So that's pretty much it. It's a very useful app to keep track of all your shoots. And if you have any questions, you can visit our website, photoshootlist.com. Thank you for listening.